And cue the music.
I did. Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 26 of Primordial Harmony, a, once again, heavily modified run-through of Wizards of the Coast's Princes of the Apocalypse D&D Adventure module. I am your host and DM and facilitator of fun and venerator of verisimilitude, Mike, and tonight I'm joined by...
Hey, I'm Nyx. I play Helenrae. She's a Wood Elf, a Ranger, and she's got her Panther friend.
I'm Senna, and I play Delia, the Gnome Wizard.
I am Kitties, and I play the fantastical Gnome Bard known as
Hum.
My name is Miles. I play Tadias, local resident Crit Sponge.
SMR Seeker. And
Sure.
Justin cannot join us tonight, dealing with some business, so he will be back next week, most likely, so we can begin. When we last left the Excavators, having defeated the cultists holding the town of Orboro and making sure they weren't hiding in the Orboro warehouse, they take a well-earned rest and then head up north, up the mountain trail to the Sacred Stone Monastery, entering through a buried passage to the east thanks to a tip from Ranharo, son of Orboro's previous militia captain, who is apparently still alive. After digging their way in, they were ambushed by a pair of Gricks, flesh-eating monsters that hide against the backdrops of stone. Despite the surprise, the party slayed the monsters and ventured further into what seemed to be a network of tunnels. Tadias, with his tick of having to go left at any junction, led the party to a dead end, a portcullis that required some sort of key, and adjacent to it, a strong iron door locked up tight. Zachariel tasked his water elemental friend Squirt to peek under the door, but the poor elemental fled in terror after he saw some sort of brown monster with mandibles and insectoid eyes. Unsure of challenging such a beast, the party turned back. But, continuing with always left Tadias, the Excavators uncovered what seemed to be a crypt with several coffins and a sarcophagus of very ornate make. As they slowly approached the sarcophagus, several zombies rose to challenge them, and strangely enough, instead of defending their sarcophagus, they made to keep the party away from another door in the same room. After dispatching these undead, the Excavators pushed open the door and ascended the stairs beyond. In the room above, they encountered someone who was not a cultist, but a certain Renwick Cara-boo, an accomplished spellcaster whose dabbling into the methods of becoming a lich sealed his fate. He talked with the party about his plight, and how even he is in the dark as to the whereabouts of his phylactery, the object that fuels his undeath. Renwick, impressed by the starry-eyed Delia, offered to enchant and enhance her wizard staff, and made conversation with the party as they took a short rest. With Renwick's area of the monastery serving as a place to retreat to, the party set out to find Helenrae. However, as soon as they stepped foot out of Renwick's room, they were spotted by an Earth Cult monk, who proceeded to warn none other than Helenrae, who made to dash and run to another room in the monastery. The party, in hot pursuit, were set upon by more of Helenrae's monks. Tadias, being in the front, went down after a rough beating, despite having a magical enchantment cast upon him by Renwick. The party chased Helenrae, where she fled into another room, and after dealing with some earthen elemental gargoyles, the party stood before a large set of double doors. We open at that very scene. At this time, I would like to go around our virtual table and ask each of you what's going through the minds of your characters. Let's start with Illyria.
All I can see is blood right now. I'm pissed. I'm mad.
She's just seeing red?
I want Helen dead.
Nancy?
Linda.
Gail.
I need to keep this better organized, but I don't. There we go.
Delia just wants to try out her new and improved Hopes and Great Staff of Demise.
Hum is just hoping. She's feeling kind of scared because Tadias has gone down already, and she's hoping that she can keep the party alive enough to slaughter Helen and her
And her what? You cut out.
buddies.
Tadias is probably just mostly concussed. Just took a lot of fists and feet to the face, so he's just kind of shaking it off and trying to get his bearings.
Okay. You stand, just to remind you of your settings, you stand in a long, narrow court paved in red sandstone. This court is open to the sky. It's azure blue, a stark contrast to the roof tiles of the monastery. To the north stands the main temple or shrine of this monastery, its copper-sheathed doors emblazoned with the triangular symbol of the cult of Black Earth. Another couple doors also exit to the court at the east, that which you came through, and on the west side. Several narrow windows pierce the south wall. Gargoyle statues that guard the door, now in pieces on the floor by your hand. I'm going to make sure of a couple things here. Yes. Alright. So... Illyria. I can see it's already visible.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal, because Illyria, from the door behind you, you hear a skitter, 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 skitter. And to your left, you look down, and you see a massive spider with a thorax about 2 feet wide. On top of the spider's back is a vial filled with bright red liquid, and a scrap of parchment hastily tied to it. Kind of stands next to you, and it kind of just bounces its body a bit, and the vial and its contents kind of slosh around. What do you do?
Okay. Seeing it hasn't really attacked me, I'll go and grab the vial and the...
And the what?
You said there's a parchment
I did.
paper?
Okay. Do you inspect parchment?
I inspect.
There's a letter that is hastily scrawled, and it reads, I found an old potion among some other older volumes in my collection. I also heard from my study that Tadias went down in battle. This potion may have lost some of its effectiveness, but it should help. Signed, R.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Tadias and maybe say, here, this is probably for you.
Easy psychic.
The door was open while you were fighting.
Yeah, I got knocked down further in the hallway, though. I'll take it. Any help is acceptable. I grabbed a little vial, and
Do you quaff it?
I quaff it. I
It
smash it.
is a potion of greater healing, so it's
Whoa.
4d4 plus 4. The spider, with its duty satisfied, kind of bounces again, and then just skitters out of the room.
Boom. There we go. Are we going to wait here, or are we going to head? Helen, what's her face, is only going to get farther away from us.
I need to go.
Are these small little things like windows or arrow slits, or what are they?
They're windows. And as you look through and you see those monks, that looks like that they have it's either they haven't noticed you, or they have some sort of instruction to not pursue, if that makes sense.
Perhaps lock the door as we go through.
What'd you say?
I said perhaps lock the door as we go through.
Okay. Are you where are you guys going?
Which door did Helen go through?
She went through this one.
She went through the 2 double doors ahead of you.
We should be prepared before we go in there.
I'm mostly ready. How about you, Zachariel? I'm fine, Bacon.
I'm going to cast mage armor on myself real quick.
Alright.
Illyria, would you like to take point?
Sorry, what was that?
Would you like to take point? Zachariel and I can follow behind you.
I'm ready.
The doors look like they're pushed in. That they open inward.
So,
I'm gonna listen at the door to see if I can hear anything from the other side.
Okay, roll perception. These doors are very...
Hear the door.
These doors are very thick. When you set your ear upon it to listen to the other side, you detect nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna open it a little bit.
Okay. You're going to just creak open the door?
I ready it.
You ready a what?
With bow.
A dagger.
With bow ready.
Okay. The door, you creak it open.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, can I open like
No,
this door there
you can.
so that I have protection on the door in front of me?
What is your plan? Are you going to just have the door open and then just try to keep a position there, or are you just going to wait and see like if anything jumps out at you?
Pretty much, yeah. I want to use this door as protection if I see anything down the hall as I peek.
Okay, are you trying to open it slowly, like as if not to be noticed?
Yes.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll. Dexterity and either stealth or sleight of hand. Both of them apply. It can be argued that either apply, so choose which one. Okay. Give me a second.
Your dice need to go to jail.
That they do.
What is your
Can't
thing?
jail virtual dice, unfortunately.
What is your thing?
Well, hey,
Okay.
maybe my attack rolls will be good.
So you open the door slightly. You creak it open. So you're just opening the right door? No, the left door?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, in front of the dais.
Yes, that'll be the left door. You creak open the left door, and you can see one of those cultists that have the stone plate mail armor. And from where you are, you can see them just standing. It looks like they're ready to throw down.
Well, a dagger's come to his face because I.
Okay, so much for no more doors. Alright, then you're gonna throw that dagger?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
I haven't learned yet. I need to get crit more times.
well that's not the point. I actually dislike starting initiative, like, in a doorway. But I understand where you're coming from. So you open the left door, and you see that.
Are we supposed to be hopping to another part of the map?
No, you're not.
Okay.
There's a thing here. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to parse this, because dynamic lighting is hard to deal with, but I guess I'll just do this and pretend the right door is open. Well, that doesn't matter.
Okay. If we do that, can I say I'm like over one to get
Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to give you guys two options. Either we start initiative in the doorway, or you can enter the room proper, and you're not going to be hyper jumped. We won't roll initiative until every character's in the room and within 10 feet of the door.
I think that's fair.
This is just a personal preference because every time initiative starts in a doorway, it always feels really janky. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I vote for us all being in the room.
Okay, so
Make the DM's life easier. He is God.
well, I just feel narratively it makes more sense. So you peek open the door, and okay, this does depend on what your characters are actually doing. So if are you going to try to pick them off one by one and then hide behind the door?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so you are going to engage, yeah?
I'm probably throwing a dagger and then rushing right in after it.
Okay, then I will say that.
Yeah, let's just move in.
Okay.
Move in. Let you have your big old speech with Helenrae.
There's not really a speech. It's just a. But okay, so you throw the dagger, and you can make an attack if you want, and we'll just apply this later.
I mean, she can just grab it.
Are you throwing at her or the plate mail guy?
I saw.
Okay, so it would definitely be the plate mail guy because of the angle of the door opening.
All right, then I will make that attack against him, I guess.
Okay.
Wait, and I crit fails.
Okay, so that makes sense. So it skitters to the ground and then it just whoosh back in your belt as you guys advance in. So go ahead and advance in and
What?
Give me a second. And stand within 10 feet of the door. So
Is that
anywhere here in these squares. And then I will flavor it up and then we'll fucking roll.
Yeah, throw down.
Okay, so as you guys enter the door, you see Helenrae with a vial in her hand as she's quaffing what looks like another potion. She throws it to the ground and the glass shatters. You see standing before this Black Earth priest, who you can only assume is Quarbo, a small earth elemental. You also notice, let me actually get the art up for them so that you guys can see them better. You guys can imagine them better. Yeah. These dudes look like that.
Mm.
So that little gem, or that little thing, the little brooch thing. Tadias, with your perception, you're looking at it and you can see a very distinct yellow gem.
Does it look diamondy?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay.
So, you also, as you enter, they all sort of tense up. They're ready to fight, and you see, as you all enter, you see the priest. He pulls this object from beneath his earthen robe, and it looks like this sort of inky black orb, and he rears his hand back behind the earth elemental, who's just kind of standing there. It doesn't seem like he's ready to fight until you see him kind of lurch forward as the priest puts his hand against the back, and you see these sort of inky dark tendrils just sort of erupt over its body, and it starts to it looks toward you and starts to move toward you. So everybody roll initiative.
Oh, whoops! I didn't click my token. Boop. 2.
Ouch.
Zachriel, grab him.
Did Delia get 0?
Yep,
Jesus.
sure did.
You... no.
I rolled twice under my name, but Zachriel.
You rolled twice under your... Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Let me add him to the tracker.
He should be on the tracker correctly because I use his token. It's just I don't have the name on my list. Oh, no, I do. I didn't see it.
Wait, what did he roll?
8.
He's on there twice.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, where's he on there? Where's the second time he's on there? Oh, I see it. Okay. Goodbye.
I think you just added that one.
I did. All right. Did I roll initiative? I did. Did I get everybody? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's so exciting. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh, lol. Okay. All right. Now let me pop some tunes. Alright. As you enter the room, the Black Earth priest kind of holds out his big glaive toward the party, and he says to the Black Earth guards, he points out and he says, "Attack the gnome!" And they all kind of like confusedly look at him and say, "Which one?" But this one's going to advance. Up to here. And then he, not close enough to the gnome, he's going to attack Zachriel. And we'll see what he does.
I believe Zacharias used all of his dice, right?
I don't know. Oh, his superiority die?
Yeah.
Does he track it?
Oh, it looks like he has. 0 superiority and 0 second wind.
Okay.
I'm good. Don't believe it posted.
Alright, that is a 20 to hit
That will hit him.
for 5 bludgeoning. And then he's going to rear back and do so again for 17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Alright. Illyria, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna imagine Hilaria running to take shelter, cover behind that pillar.
Okay.
Now he won't be able to attack me, right?
As long as you don't get within 5 feet of him. Yeah, that works.
Okay, same with Flora.
What is Flora doing?
Following me.
Alright.
And I said, while I'm running over here, about halfway, I'm gonna try and take a shot at the...
At the Black Earth Guard, got it. That is a hit. For, Jesus, 16 piercing. Ah! Alright.
And then my second one, I'm gonna aim for Helen.
Hold on. Yeah, you can do that. Alright. That is a miss. As you peek around the pillar of earth and try to get a shot off, it just kind of goes wide. As this one... Alright. As this one starts to head toward the party, as he passes by Helenrae, I need to make sure of something. She says, "You fool! Knock it out of his hand!" And he's like, "Okay, boss." He comes down. And he is going to attempt to disarm Zachriel.
Ooh. Is that athletics? What do you want?
It's going to be either athletics or acrobatics. He makes an attack roll contested with those. There it is. Okay. He rolled a 19 to 19. So it's a wash. Reroll. Actually, wait. There's no real roll for that. Huh?
Does the defender win on that or no?
The defender does win. Okay, so yes, you're right. He keeps... Zachriel can tell that he's trying to knock the shovel out of his hand. He's going to try again.
Alright.
14. Zachriel keeps the shovel for now. Alright. Quarbo advances forward a few spaces, and he is going to attempt a thing. The sheet is like, where did the sheet go? It's 1,000 miles away.
Thing.
There we go. Alright. He holds out his hand, and I need Tadias, Zachariel, and Hum to make me saving throws of the wisdom kind.
Good boy. And yeah.
Wow. You are all slowed.
Oh, fun.
You feel everything just sort of speeds up around you, and you find that it's hard to move effectively. Your speed is halved. You take a -2 penalty to AC and Dex saves, and you can't use reactions. On your turn, you either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of your abilities or magic items, you can only make one melee attack or ranged attack during this turn. If you attempt to cast a spell with a casting time of an action, you roll a d20 on an 11 or higher. The spell doesn't take effect until your next turn, and you must use your action on that turn to complete the spell. If you can't, the spell is wasted. The creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. On a successful save, the effect ends for you. That is his turn. It is yours, Hum.
So, because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and just shoot this one that's right in front of her with her crossbow.
Okay. That unfortunately is a miss. Go
All
ahead.
the dice need to go to... Yeah. Another wisdom save.
Another wisdom save. The DC is higher than that. Yep. Alright. At the end of your turn, Zachariel needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Change this. Wow.
That is not enough.
To do that thanks to his shield.
What was that? No, he does not. Oh yeah, he does. He does get a bonus, but it's only 2. It's not enough.
Oh, I don't know the saves.
It adds the bonus of the shield to AC to your dexterity saves.
Alright. So I'm taking whatever it is.
Helen turn?
What?
In the turn order.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing her little spiky thing.
She's taking her
Okay.
legendary action, and then she'll take her turn. As she stamps her foot on the ground. So he takes 10 piercing damage as the spike of earth appears and grazes him sharply. It is now his turn. Oh wait, no, it's her turn. She is going to advance upon... She's coming after you, Illyria. She comes down here and she's going to wallop. 23 to hit. 9 bludgeoning. Oof. 26 to hit. For 13 bludgeoning. Wow, I'm rolling way too well. Another 23 to hit. This time for 5 bludgeoning. And that is her turn.
What was that second one?
5 bludgeoning.
So sorry, there was a 9, a 5, and a...
A 9, a 5, and a 13. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Alright. Tadias, it's your turn.
I believe it's Zach's.
Oh, sorry, I'm doing that again. Alright, it's Zach's turn.
Alright, so this one in front of him tried to disarm him, so soon he's probably not happy about that. He's going to take some side of shovel.
Alright.
Alright, so 1 attack. It's not made with disadvantage, right? It's just normal.
No, yeah, it's normal.
15
That
hits.
is a miss.
Alright, and then I get to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep. Jesus. There is
Wait. Does he have the Indomitable? Or is
Nope.
that a reaction?
That's 9th level.
Oh, 9th level.
Yeah.
I thought there was one before that.
All right, so this guy just kind of to. So he kind of comes up to here. He's just kind of slowly approaching the party and just kind of walking around, but he gets to there and he's sort of mindless, and that's kind of all he does. Delia, it's your turn.
It's fireball time.
Yes, it is.
And I want to get all of
Let
them.
me get the thingy.
I think it's pretty easy, actually, this time.
Well, I like the effect that it gives, too.
Yeah, it's big.
It's a beauty.
Fireball's just so
I don't know if
good.
that's the right... No, that's not right. Hang on. I didn't scale it up enough. There we go. Back. Okay. So where are you putting this thing?
Where I can get everyone.
So up one more, I think.
Yeah.
And you just gotta say Zach, and you can do that with your thing.
Yep.
Well, yeah. So you're using shaping.
Yeah.
All right. So then roll me that damage. All right. So a couple things are going to have to happen. So let me roll the dex save for the priest. He fails. He takes the full 28, which means he has to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Slow drops.
Oh, thank God.
No kidding.
And then I need to roll for everybody else. Helenrae. What does Helenrae have? What's up?
I just realized something. Tadias hasn't gone, has he?
He has not. What would he
I think it
do?
was both.
Let's try to resolve that.
I mean, he would have made one attack against this guy because it would kind of drop concentration if I could have.
Go ahead and we can just add the damage if you feel that's the right way to go.
I mean, if you want to, I can take my turn now, but then I have a better effect because the slow would have still been on my turn anyway.
Go ahead and take your turn now, as if you went after Delia. But let me resolve Delia's turn.
Sounds good.
All right. So Helenrae, did I not? Oh, I didn't loop this. Okay. Helenrae has evasion. She fails, but she only takes half of that. So what is that? 14.
Mm-hmm.
Still hurts her. Significantly. The guard dudes now. What's your spell save right now?
15.
Okay, he fails. And the other one saves. So 28. Alright, so you torch one of the Black Earth guards completely.
Good.
And
then
then
we use my bonus action to slam my staff on the ground and do the blade war.
nice. Alright. And then the Earth dude. He needs to make a save. The minor Earth Elemental. He does not, of course. So he's going to take 28 damage. Okay. And as the fireball peters out, you see that there's a lot of... You know when you like superheat Earth and it kind of gets crumbly? Like when it's been out in the sun for a very long time? On deserts and stuff? He looks like that. He's got the kind of desert, like, spate gaps between the outer part of his surface, this Earth Elemental. That guard is dead. Illyria, it's your turn.
Do I?
Oh, sorry, Tadias. Okay, take your turn now. Do it now, do it now.
All right. I'm just gonna action the angel, and then I'm gonna bonus action and just fly right up in on this guy.
You're going to bonus action what?
Action to angel, bonus action dash, fly over this guy so I don't get an opportunity attack and fly right in on this dude.
Got it. Okay.
That way it's just quicker we can get in the order again.
Okay. Illyria.
Okay, so having her in front of me, I think I want to take my dagger
All right.
and run it.
What about that
like,
dagger
aim
you...
for her eyes, like slashing it, by her eyes to see if I can, blind her even more.
Okay. But I'll remind you, what about that dagger you found before?
You have a red one that you picked.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't know. You can use it if you want. I mean, you know.
Did you give us some information on that?
No, you guys didn't really stop to consider it. It's up to you.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll use the dagger.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack
Okay.
with your normal macro. That is a hit. For 8 piercing and an additional 4 fire damage as you slash in to Helenrae with this dagger, this red dagger. You watch as when you strike and it makes contact, and when it impacts her blood, you see it flare up, and you kind of start to understand why this is called blood flint. And she, ah! Or no, she goes, ah! That's a feminine groaning noise. Still your turn.
Okay, like, was I able to blind her then, even more?
No.
Well, she's blind already.
She is blind already.
Even more.
Also, we haven't been over
Even
called.
more.
We haven't been over called shots in this game yet, but you wouldn't be able to blind her further, regardless.
Okay, I thought she had a little bit of sight.
Not exactly. So what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to let's get Valora in there to give her a bite.
Okay. She has plenty of movement to wind up if you're trying to pounce.
Okay, we can try that. I guess have her go back and then cut.
Yeah, you got the movement for it. Why not? Go ahead and roll your claws.
Everything I learned about HR says you're not supposed to pounce secretaries, though.
That is a hit, so she needs to make a strength save. Pounce secretaries. Jesus.
We're
Look
not
at what
in
happened to
setting
Harvey
right now.
Weinstein.
She unfortunately passes the strength save, but go ahead and roll the claw damage. That is a 7. Alright. She's not looking good. What's up?
Oh shoot. Doing a spell.
Okay.
I can do that.
What are you going to do?
I want to do silence.
That is not a bonus action.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I'm done.
Okay.
Or if I move back, she could attack, right?
She definitely could and probably would.
Okay, I'll stay.
Alright, turnover. This guard still, this Black Earth plate mail, stone plate mail wearing guard, who, by the way, his companion, his armor turned to dust, is going to attempt to disarm Zachariel again.
He can try. And so I thought.
Nope, he does not. As he rolls a 10. He's going to try one more time with his other attack. So he's just trying to pound away at Zachariel's shovel, and it's just not working. So looks like he looks into Zachariel's eyes and looks like he's going to try to actually attack him next time, but that is no longer his turn.
That shovel just fused to Zachariel's hand, and you see just the billowy eyebrows.
It just kind of like Earth just kind of like links them together. All right, Quarbo turns around, sees you there, and he is going to cast again. So this time, let me check something here. Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of space. Yeah, okay. So, Zachriel, Tadias, and unfortunately again, Hum make wisdom saving throws.
And
Jeez, these saves.
Trying to pull. A second. Put out.
Saves are anti-player today.
Guys, there it is. Alright, cool. And wisdom.
Alright, you're all slowed again. And that is his turn. Hum.
Yes, being slowed once more, she's going to attack Helenrae with her bow.
Alright. That is just enough to hit.
And she's going to use her psychic blades.
Alright. 9 piercing.
Ooh.
Alright, Hum. In the words of a Matthew, how do you want to do this?
Seeing she's facing Illyria, Hum is going to shoot the bow right at her head, and the arrow is going to pop out one of her eyes.
Oh.
And I'm going to yell, "That's for Illyria, bitch!"
Pops out of her eyes, and Illyria, you get a very good...
I gotta step on it and squish it.
As
Oh
it,
my god.
before it falls to the ground, you see that it's like grayed out. The kind of like actual like, or I guess either cinematic or real. I'm not sure if it's a real thing or not, but you know, in some cinema where,
Yeah, when they have the cataracts and it's like completely milky.
yeah, it looks like that. It falls to the ground and then you just smush it. It would be her turn, but she is dead. Okay,
She did.
she's very dead. So Zachriel.
Alright, back to slowed, so we are gonna give this guy his comeuppance and just smack him in the face with a shovel.
All right.
And that is this button.
That is a miss.
Yeah. Ting.
Yeah. Very, very loud ting, but a ting nonetheless. Tadias, it is your turn.
Ooh, alright. I don't like this caster fellow in front of me, so I'm gonna shark sword his face.
All right.
That's the.
That is a miss.
I can't. Oh no, I can't improvise. It's not a reaction.
It's just a thing.
Yes, I'll do it again. I was thinking I couldn't improvise. Ooh.
These dice tonight, though.
These dice
They want
tonight.
us to die. That'll be my turn.
All right. So, doof, doof, doof. Stops at Hum because you're most in its line. So he's going
Ooh,
to.
wait.
What's up?
Zachariel and I should have made saving throws, shouldn't we?
Yes, you should. Please do.
Oh,
You
and
saved.
I should have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. That could
is important.
That's very important.
11
Zachariel,
reflexes.
Zachariel and Hum do not save,
I
unfortunately.
got my reaction back. That's nice.
Yes.
So he's not going nowhere.
No. So the Earth Elemental is going to basically just try to wallop you, Hum. 13 to hit.
Ooh, I'm still slowed, so that hits.
Okay. That's going to be 9 bludgeoning. And then this next one is 20 to hit. That's going to be another 9 bludgeoning. Delia, it is your turn.
I think it's time for Fireball 2.0.
Alright. I deleted the token. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have. Should never delete it until you're out of those spells. Hold on.
You can make a character that's called Fireball. It's always that big. You can just pull it up every time.
That's an excellent idea. So where are you putting it? Yes, I should. I should just make a character and assign it to Cinna. Sorry, go on.
I think up a couple, because there's no way that I can get the Earth Elemental.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
So-
good.
We're just gonna torch Helenrae's body and those other dudes. So go ahead and roll the damage. We'll get to
Ooh.
doing the oh boy, was it over 30?
It's 27.
Jeez. Okay, I don't need your sheet anymore, Helenrae. You're dead. So this guy rolls a...
Protect your wizards, boys and girls. They blow up stuff later.
So he takes... Okay. So the this guy gets torched, and his whole body, it's like a mix of earth and dust and ash as it falls to the ground in a heap. And then good old Quarbo just succeeds, but what's half of 27? What's half of 26? 13? Okay. Alright. He's starting to move a little bit more slowly to Dias, you notice, as the fireball peters out.
You have to make concentration, right?
Yes, he does. So he took 4... Okay, so it's just 10, yeah. So he succeeds. He rolls a 17. Illyria, it is your turn.
Okay, I was going to get Valora to maybe back up and pounce on elemental.
Alright. That is a hit. And you knock the elemental prone. So, yeah. You notice as Valora slashes in, the bite attack has advantage, by the way, because he's prone. As Valora's claws scratch in, it doesn't seem to be making as much of an effect as you would hope against something like flesh, and barely hits the second time. Roll damage. 7. Okay. You see her kind of licking her chops and trying to, like, shake the dust out of her mouth. He's dead.
So as Valora's that, I've lost my mind. I'm over top of Helen, just stabbing her away.
Alright. You see Illyria just raining down. Are you using the same dagger?
Yeah.
So it's just it's okay. No. Do what you would do.
I think I just use a regular dagger.
Okay. So she's just...
Because I don't know much about the other one.
Sure. So you're just cutting into her flesh, her charred flesh, and just kind of breaking it up.
Stabbing her to, like, yeah, you know, this is what you did to my brother. You stabbed him. I'm going to stab you 50 billion goddamn times.
Meanwhile, Quarbo, as a last act, probably, is going to cast a spell. He points down to Zachariel, Hum, and Delia. And... Wait, can you make that? Okay, what square is Delia in? Because she's in 2.
I was originally in the left square.
Okay. So then, Delia, you don't need to roll anything for this, but Valora, Hum, and... Actually, wait. Let me check the spell. Shatters? Not that good.
No, not really.
Is it really only 10 feet?
Yep.
Wow, okay. Then... Yeah, yeah, Hum and Zachariel need to make Constitution saving throws, and unfortunately for Hum, the very familiar, high-pitched ringing enters her ears.
Con.
Zachariel takes half of 9 damage, which Hum takes the full of. 9 thunder
That's
damage. Actually, I forgot the Earth Elemental was there, and I guess so did he. The Earth Elemental crumbles into dust. Completely obliterated. And you notice... Huh?
Yeah, he's prone. That's probably why I couldn't see him past the little prone marker.
Yeah. That's a shame. But you know what? He was behind a bunch of dust. So that's Quarbo's turn. Helmet, it's your turn. You are not slowed. Oh wait, no.
Okay.
That was a concentration.
Did he... He passed, didn't he?
Yeah, he saved
Okay.
the fireball and he had to beat a 10. He beat a 10.
You are still slowed then, unfortunately. Yeah.
She's gonna take a step forward and use her crossbow and shoot him in the face.
Yeah. That is a miss, unfortunately. Helenrae does not get to go. Roll a wisdom save. You're no longer slowed. What does Zachriel do to you?
Alright, let's see. I think he's still slowed, so I guess he just uses action and dash to get right up at this guy.
Okay.
And you get the dash.
Then it's your turn, Tobias.
So I'm not slowed, so I'm going to move behind him. And let's see.
He sort of turns to face you, as he isn't really concerned with Zachriel as he is slowed. You, on the other hand...
If Tobias kills this guy or if he just hits him. I think I just kill him. Alright, shark sword to the face.
Alright. That is a hit.
I rolled with Zach's name, but yeah, that's mine.
How do you want to do it?
How do I want to do it?
Describe killing!
Let's see. So I take the dagger and I kind of lop off.
I thought you were using the sword.
Yeah, the sword. Sorry. I take the sword and I kind of lop off his hand that's holding the staff, and then I just pull it across and bring it back and just take off his head.
Oh, it's a nasty sound too, because this thing is not made for chopping. It's made for just digging into flesh. So
yeah,
it makes
it's very unclean.
It makes a. I wouldn't say it's not like a power tool, but it makes a nasty pop sound as you just you don't slice it off, you knock it off with the amount of force you have behind the swing. And the same thing with the head, you almost don't cleave it through completely. In fact, it's like stuck sort of. You kind of as it kind of just the whole thing, his whole body just collapses along with the armor he's wearing and turns into dust. His body is still there, but heavily mangled.
Is the gem still there?
Well, we're out of initiative.
Tobias, check for the gem.
I reach down and grab the gem. What do I have to make to identify it?
So you reach down and you kind of like search through the ash and not ash. Well, yeah, a little bit of ash because you got torched twice. Through the ash and dust, and you find a hard object. You pull it out, and it is a yellow gem. And to identify it, I guess you would need to make. Whoa, hello. Sounded like you had a washing machine in the background. In order to identify it, you are going to need to roll an intelligence check. History, I think? Let's go with history. What did you roll?
Can I take a whack at identifying?
Absolutely. You walk over and you inspect it.
Yeah. Sorry, my room's heater just turned on.
No worries.
That was that big noise.
Got it. Delia, you look at this thing and your, very appropriately, your knowledge of gemstones and crystalline compounds and objects, you know this immediately to be a yellow diamond.
Guys, it's a yellow diamond. That's what we're here for.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I point the bloody ass, like, get viscera covered shark sword over to the lady on the ground that Larry's still stabbing. You should probably still put her.
What does it sound like, Lyria? Like, what? Give us a little sample of her vocals as she's just destroying this body, this corpse. If you want. Or you can just describe it.
No, I'm just, just not saying anything.
She's Ralph from the Christmas Story, just pounding away, making
Yeah.
noises that are unintelligible.
I let her get about three
I
more.
know Ralph did it.
I let her get about three more good stabs in. I kind of grab her hand as she's going down, saying, "I think you got her, Lydia." Are you all right?
Okay, I finally kind of stop. I look at Tadias.
When you look at Tadias, hold on. When you look at Tadias, you suddenly just feel this sort of pit in your. It's hard to say where it is, but you just feel a sort of emptiness, this sort of void somewhere in your person.
Yeah, I look at Tadias and I just suddenly start crying, and I'm like, he's still gone, Tadias!
I know.
He's still gone.
I just kind of kneel there with her, just stay right next to her and make sure she knows that we're there.
Ham comes over and takes Illyria's hand and says, "Let's go." She's gone.
I just kind of look at my hands, how they're so much blood.
Yeah, there's quite a bit, and like nasty, like coagulated ash. It's pretty gnarly. It's a mix of yours and hers.
I inspect the body. Is there anything on there, like gems or necklace or any kind of jewelry or anything?
Yeah, so on her person, you don't find much of anything of value in terms of carnage, but you do find a strangely shaped object with a handle. You inspect it for a couple seconds, and you come to the conclusion that it's probably a key.
Let me see that. Does it look like the
I
hole?
hand it over to Dias.
Does it look like the hole that I saw before from the north?
It does.
I think this leads to the bars over to the north. We should probably leave this room, but I think we should go rest.
Do we see the table over here?
You do. Let me give you a better description of this room.
Yes.
In fact, my apologies. I should have started out with that, but what can you do?
It happens.
We're not worried about it.
Whoa, not edit. Shit. Scroll. Let's scroll. 4 large columns of natural rock dominate the shrine. A wide set of steps descends into darkness in the center of the room. In front of a slab-like stone altar, large copper-sheathed doors stand in the middle of the south wall, the ones you came through, and smaller doors exit to the east and west. 2 narrow windows in the north wall emit thin fingers of light from outside. Above the altar, a triangular symbol has been chiseled into the heavy stone blocks of the wall.
Of the what?
Triangular symbol has been chiseled into the heavy stone blocks of the wall. So there's the earth cult symbol, the triangle with the line through it, chiseled all along the walls.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I go and inspect this table. Is there anything sitting?
All right, so you do see that the stairs kind of descend into darkness. I assume you walk around them.
Yes, I walked around the edge.
When you get to the table, You see old runes and emblems in it. The surface of this altar have recently been chiseled out. So it looks like there were runes here, but they were, desecrated. Defaced.
Ruined ruins.
Ruined runes.
Ruined runes.
I offer a hand to Illyria, try to get her to her feet. Come on. You've done well, but we have more to do.
Is there any way to tell what the runes were before they were like?
Make a check of intelligence. Intelligence,
Oh.
religion check, please. Alright.
Look at this smarty pants.
With that, you come to learn that these runes were once dedicated to a dwarven god.
To what?
A dwarven god.
These are dwarven religious symbols that they.
Can we read them?
Well, I'm not too familiar with Dwarva.
I know somebody who is. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind.
Yeah, you do.
You also see Delia and Hum to your, or in front of you if you're standing there. On this side of the room, you see a bronze lever.
And we're gnomes. Should we pull the lever?
I begin walking over to the table.
We probably should.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
I'm gonna pull this
we
lever.
found a lever.
Do you pull the lever?
Yes.
Okay. When you pull the lever, you hear this, and Hum and Tadias, you see the stairs retract into the stone, and it forms this smooth surface.
Is it like a slide?
That's what the it kind of looks like a slide. You could slide on it, as it is a flat surface with the steps retracted.
I'm gonna look at these.
I think that's an improvement.
You also hear this sort of echoing, and then you hear this, and then you hear stomping sounds coming from below.
I think we trapped something.
Perhaps okay. This is Illyria trying to gather herself. It's like, perhaps we should go back and talk to Renwick. Maybe he knows what's going on. Maybe he could tell us what's under there.
Let me look at this writing first. I speak Dwarvish. Do I make any sense of these runes?
You do. Looking in further, and since you know the language, you know that this temple used to be dedicated to a specific dwarven god known as Moradin.
Moradin.
Does that name mean anything to any of us?
You can roll religion.
I will do so. Delia probably should too, but she's the smart one.
You know it's a dwarven god?
Ooh.
Don't know. I need to enforce my, if you're not proficient, you can't roll rule for things like this, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because it does not, it makes very little sense for a elf to know.
Well, I've been around town. Maybe I've heard a few things.
Well, the thing is, there aren't many dwarves in Fourth Stride. There aren't any dwarven temples in Fourth Stride. But I will say this for that roll, so that you don't feel like that crit's wasted. You know that Moradin is very high up in the hierarchy. You know, you've heard bits and doodads from in your travels with your brother. You've heard some dwarves sort of venerate him greatly. In fact, you've heard more of him than any other dwarven god. Not that you have a very good sample size to work with.
Pretty much, I know he's very highly talked about.
Yeah. But you don't know why. You never really cared, probably. Making a lot of assumptions here, but, you know. I'm making a lot of assumptions. So what do you do?
How far deep can I see down this path?
That's a great question.
I'll make sure something doesn't come up and follow up.
Okay, so you see, down at the bottom. Let me take a measurement and just kind of see if I can't figure this out.
Ooh, do you know what I'll do? I will take one of my ball bearings out, and I'll cast light on it, and I'll put it on the slide.
There you go. You let it slide down to the bottom. I'm glad you did that. And you see this horrifying visage illuminated. Momentito. Can I... There we go. Sort of trying to climb its way up, you see this terrifying thing trying to make its way up the thing. However, with the illumination from your light, you notice that its claws are removed. They're just kind of sharp nubs. You can also see that there are piercing wound marks on its eyes. And just kind of tries to move up, but it kind of slides down whenever it tries to make its way up.
That is both depressing and terrifying.
I think we leave angry dogs lie.
That's a good idea. Sorry, guy.
Are these doors on the side here, or just
Yes.
like windows?
Yeah. If it's like a white block, it's a door.
I wouldn't mind taking a breather before we start exploring.
I think it's a good idea.
Yes.
We know there's more of them too. We have to deal with the bullet in there either. The town's not safe while they're still around.
So where do you go?
I think we go back to, Renwick. I mean, he has the room for resting, right?
Yeah. You guys need to move your tokens up.
Everyone down?
Yep.
Yes. Zachariel?
Yes, I'm tired.
Oh, yeah.
One of us will roleplay him.
That sounds good.
So you walk out kind of bloody, and then you see those two guys down at the bottom. They're kind of looking, and when they see you walk out, you see them kind of like their eyes widen, and then they go out down this way, and they open the door and close it behind them.
I want to make the finger eye thing, where you point
Raspberry?
your eye so you
Like,
can-
I see you.
The two,
Yeah.
point to your own eyes and point to them kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I didn't get Zachary any concordance. I wanted to stab some stuff for him.
Oh well.
All right. Rest.
As I'm walking back to his little quarters there, can I inspect that dagger a little?
Yeah. So with the dagger, I need you to roll probably a history check. So hold on. Give me a marching order before the wizard goes off alone.
I will hold the wizard back by her little hat, and I will stay right here with her. Hey, no going forward.
I'm excited to see my boo again.
I know. Together. Your boo is quite able to wait. He's been waiting for hundreds of years.
You're right.
Valeria, what do you have there?
It's I don't know. Something happened when I slashed Helen with.
Bring it here. Give me a second. I have how much?
I walk up to Dias.
I have 2 more, so I'll use 1 more for a quick identify.
Okay.
I have 1 more for shield.
Okay. So you've cast the spell, looking at it, and it's not magical. It's mundane. Actually, you would know that. So when you hold it... Okay, let me stop this at the pass, because I'm not going to let you waste a spell slot, especially when it's not in the rules.
Okay.
When you take this thing in your hand, you can tell that it's mundane. That there's a property it has, but it's a mundane property. Something that exists in the physical world. That's purely a physical property, and not an arcane property.
So the actual, like, composition metal of the blade makes it have the fire damage rather than being magically enhanced?
Yes. So go ahead and roll intelligence and whatever you think might be relevant to identifying rocks.
Not dwarves,
Probably history.
History, I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you look at this, and when Illyria says fire erupted, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay. What are these crits on the fight?
We got to keep the drama.
Yeah. No kidding. Immediately looking at this, that this material is called blood flint. It has the same sort of texture as regular flint, the kind that you use to start fires with. And with that 20, you know that it's very hard to work this in a metal shop, in a blacksmith. It is not something to be made into a weapon yet. You hold one in your hands, and you know that the term blood flint comes from when it strikes blood, it ignites, and it deals an additional 1d4 fire damage.
I kind of give Illyria the cue rundown of all of that.
What? Say that again?
Pretty much, you hit things, if they bleed, they light on fire.
Cool.
It's very handy. I wouldn't mind it myself, but you found it, so it's yours. Shall we?
I thought I made... Hold on, don't do anything yet. I thought I made a handout for this, but I guess not. Give me a second. Because I wrote this thing up.
I wonder where it was made.
It's hard to say, but this cult is all about the earth. I think they would find a way to manipulate it proper.
If they made this, I wonder what else they've made.
Item card.
Oh, the crit is 3d6.
Oh, I'm grabbing a paint to extend.
Yeah, this text is weird. I'm gonna try to fix that real quick. Why is it doing that? I don't think there's any way to fix this. No, you'll just have to
You just gotta resize the
stretch
window.
the window. That's really weird. Okay.
Yeah.
This,
It's a neat find.
right. So you guys proceed down the hallway.
So?
Alright. So,
Alright, lead us to your boo.
You got it.
so as you step there, Delia, this door here bursts open. And roll initiative. As need to dynamic lighting this.
Just as I was getting out, they pulled me back in.
Please. Thank you.
Okay.
So this dude and this dude burst out, and they don't really talk. They're just going in for it. So let me roll their initiatives real quick. Do they have a handout? Oh, they do have a handout. Here. I should have showed you. I should have showed. Well, yeah, you've seen them, but here's some art.
Ah.
So those are the kind of robes they're wearing, and those gargoyle masks. I wish I looked at that sooner.
From afar, they look like trees. Tree guys.
Yeah, they
Their
do.
little
The
tokens.
tokens look like dryads. Yeah, I could see that. But these guys are not trees, they are dudes. Let me... And then... Delia, these guys burst out and you are quick to react. What do you do?
I'm just gonna like sigh and send 3 scorching rays, 2 at this dude, and then the last one at this one.
Okay.
So
that is a hit. That is also a hit, so 12 damage. And then the other one just kind of flies into the wall.
and you're like, guys, come on. And then I'm gonna move back.
Alright. It is Illyria's turn.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the one from here.
Alright. That is a hit. Alright. Arrow slides right through his neck and he kind of claws at his neck as he collapses. It was his turn, but now it's not. Hum.
And
Oh, sorry, you have another attack. Go for it.
on the other guy.
That is also a hit. Alright. Hum.
Hum is going to viciously mock this guy.
You cannot see him from where you are.
So she runs forward so she can see him.
All right.
And she viciously mocks.
He needs to make a...
She tells him that he is stupid to fight because everybody's dead and he'll be dead.
Alright. He kind of... and you deal some psychic damage, but he's not quite down yet, and it is his turn. He kind of... Oh, you can't see the tear, but he kind of like goes to wipe, and then it like clangs against his mask, and, and he just kind of runs at Hum, and he's going to try to attack her. So the first one has disadvantage because Vicious Mockery. 14 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. And then another one. He kind of like... and he just kind of like glances off of your shoulder, and then he follows up with like a roundhouse kick. But how do you dodge? As he rolled a 13.
I duck.
You duck. He just goes clean over you. Tadias.
See, I told you.
So I'm gonna do some known jumping. 10, 20, 25. Just whoop, whoop, whoop. Bounce over all of them. I'm gonna use my attack action. I'm gonna change 1 into a trip and 1 into a grapple if I can. So can I trip him?
Okay.
Oh, I'm rolling his act. That's supposed to be me. It's still me. It's still my sheet. It's just I rolled.
He almost does not get tripped, but he gets tripped.
And then I will do another one to pin him there.
Okay. He is pinned.
Alright, I just put my boot on his neck and I say, Zachariel, you want to do it?
Yes.
So, assuming these with advantage, he attacks.
That's a hit. That's a kill.
Give him that Concordes, baby!
You are quite the bro. Alright.
Hum snatches off his mask and puts it on.
It's a very good look for you, Hum.
I feel good in it.
You put the mask on?
I guess isn't the mask bigger than?
It's way bigger than her.
It's way bigger than her face. It just, like, it's hard to see through it.
It looks like a tiki mask on.
Hey, now you got yourself a shield.
This does not work as a shield. Definitely not.
I'm gonna quickly hop into here and see what was in that room they just popped out of.
And I will follow him.
And Hum will follow behind.
Aw, I don't mean it that way, Justin.
Oh, is Justin watching?
I'm just a bad impersonator. Alright, so you guys walk back to Renwick's room. Oh, you go walk in here? Okay, let me describe this room for you. Momentito. Number 13. Metagaming. Alright. Piles of firewood are stacked neatly against one wall of this room, and 4 large copper kettles stand in iron frames above iron fireboxes. Copper tubing and long coils lead from one kettle to the next. Several large wooden casks stand at the south wall or south end of this room, and shelves on the eastern wall hold scores of brown bottles sealed with red wax.
We found the alcohol room.
I'm rushing over like an excited puppy.
Like an excited puppy.
I flip it up and I see and I try to identify and make sure it's what I got and I want it to be.
It says It does not have a label. It has a label of no, there's no label. Do you pop the wax?
Get a smell, yeah.
Okay. So this stuff is strong. You can tell immediately that it's strong, but it smells just terribly bad to the taste.
I pour just a little bit on my finger and give it a taste.
Ugh, it's not very good. It is, and from your connoisseuring of fine alcohols, you can tell that it has not been properly flavored or aged. And it's very high proof.
You know, I didn't think I could hate these people more, but I do.
I'd still grab all the bottles, you know.
Okay.
How big are the bottles?
I would say they're about the size of a wine bottle for ease. And how many are you taking? Because there's a lot here.
My bag can fit.
There's 65 bottles.
Jesus. What's the weight on each one? Like half pound? Or are they actually heavier than that?
How dare you ask me that? Hold on, give me a second. No, it's okay. We'll do this.
Take one too.
We'll do this. Let's see if. Please give me.
Are they all the same age, or are the ones farther away better aged?
You can't really tell. So these are 3 pounds each, because the bottle weighs 2 pounds, and then the liquid. So
I'll take a 6-pack then.
Take a 6-pack. I'm going to have to enforce carrying capacity, I think.
I'm only at 122 pounds, and with a 20.
Oh yeah, you have a 20 strength, so you're totally fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going for reasonability. I don't want to carry an entire crate.
Amazing.
So should I call it just firewater? What should I call it?
Firewater. Call it sacred. Just call it what it. So this is a terrible attempt at brandy. So just sacred stone brandy. That's what it's called in the book. So you might as well call it that in your inventory.
Alright. Sacred brandy, 3 pounds. 6. Got it.
I figure we can make a weapon out of one of you.
I'm making a weapon out of all of them.
They would make really good Molotov cocktails.
Well, we already have ignition. I look down at her dagger. I can fight just as well with this as I can with any blade. And I lift up the bottle.
Oh my god.
Alright, let's go talk to your boo. As I walk past Delia, giving her just a bunch of titty spots.
Give me a
Renwick,
second here.
Cara-boo.
So how do you deal with the
That's the name of the episode.
Like
Renwick. That's the name of the episode. That's the name of the episode. Renwick, Cara-boo. Perfect.
So how do you deal with the age difference? It feels like it would be too much for me.
I'm gonna move these guys out of the way, and you're just gonna pretend that there are corpses strewn about the hall because they're an eyesore.
The age difference is fine. I mean, gnomes live a long time too.
Love has no age.
But sometimes it has flesh or blood.
You can see past the little things when you're in love.
I'm sorry, your DM missed that. Where did this conversation come from?
I asked Delia, how do you deal with the age difference? You know, I think that'd be too much for me.
Ah. Okay. So you guys approach,
Door.
and you see that the door is definitely closed.
Give it up.
Wrong knock.
It's 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
4?
And
Yep.
and you see kind of this arcane energies just kind of fizzle out, and the door opens, and he's just kind of, you see Renwick kind of standing at his desk, and he waves politely at you, and he says, "Welcome back."
Thank
you for the
you.
potion, friend. It was well needed.
I'm glad you found use for it. Is Illyria with them, or is she hanging out in the hallway?
Oh no, I'm like,
Wait, where's Illyria going?
I don't know.
The party went this way.
Okay.
Alright, so, yeah. He looks at the lot of you, and he says, "You all took a beating."
It was much worse in the hallway. For me, at least. I don't know about all of you.
He
Oh,
waves his...
by the way, thank you for your spider friend there.
and he says, yes, that's Bitey. And the spider just kind of, like, bounces a little bit. Have you ever seen that one YouTube series with, like, the super cute spider who's voiced by a kid?
Oh my god, we were
Yes,
just
we
talking
did.
about that today.
Gives you those kind of eyes.
Please don't squeeze me.
Can't talk, though, but
Aw.
gives you those eyes.
Well, the good news is you probably won't have to worry about the Earth cultists anymore.
Oh, is that so? And just as you say that, you hear sort of, and you look out the window, and against the backdrop of the valley, sort of in this direction. In fact, I'm going to just bring that token here. Kind of just, and you see its rider kind of stare in between the cracks of the sort of brick up job. It looks like these windows have been bricked up like a long time ago, but there's some cracks, and you just see like the massive elephant hide of the creature just sort of walk around.
There's still that
Well,
one.
well, soon anyway.
I have faith that you'll be able to defeat them, but I think you should take a breather first.
Agreed. Is your room still available?
He just kind of like waves. There's a bed over there, and he points to this door here. But I haven't really had use for it, and it's molted. I don't know if you want that.
I say dibs and I run. No.
Okay, well, hold on, let me...
No, I'm kidding. It's molted. I don't care.
Alright.
I
So,
just kind of like kick over and like sit down next to this little, desk and just start our rest.
go ahead and resolve a short rest. Let's take 5 in IRL 2.
Noises. All right. I get 2 days. Dice 1. Dice.
I'll be right back.
I'm
What?
gonna do one more hit dice.
Go ahead, do one more test. Is everyone done resolving their short rest?
I believe so. It's time to fight a land shark.
Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do that for the temple upper. Should have thought of that sooner. Over the short rest, while you guys are hanging out and recuperating, Renwick makes conversation with Delia. Really just talking shop, asking about how you're studying magic, how the coursework is set up at Aka. Aldex.
So, does my lore book say anything about, like how he became a lich?
Well, he explained it to you last session.
He thinks his brother did it behind his back. It was
He explained that they were both in a fight, and he went down, and he basically woke up like this.
See. Okay.
So yeah,
I want to show off my, as we're talking about the school and stuff. I want to show off my enchanted quill that writes for me.
He pauses at that, and he it's hard to tell with his undead visage, but he definitely smiles and he's impressed by this.
Good.
He seems to be very thrilled to talk with a student of the arcane.
I think Zachariel's just reading his new cookbook.
Oh yeah.
Start working on that.
There's a recipe with how to make peach cobbler.
Now, how do I add chili to it?
He finds a reference to a fruit called a mango, and he's like, "Where's that? I've never heard of that before." Because I've decided now that mangoes don't grow here. Meh.
World building.
So yeah. So, what do you guys do after the short rest? Is there anything else you want to ask Renwick or do with him? Any scenes you want to have?
Now I'm ready to stand up and stab a shark.
All right. So you guys, where do you intend to go?
Wait, can I ask if he has any more of those potions?
He kind of frowns and says, unfortunately, that's all I had in my shelves. It was a very old, just in case from when I used to adventure with my brother.
Do you have anything that will help us with that thing?
He kind of walks over. He walks over to the bricked off windows, and he kind of like leans over, peers through it. He says, "Well, if you want to, I'd suggest clearing out the entire complex first. It appears to me that if he had a chance to intervene when did you tell him like the story of like the combat you just been through in the big room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, we gave him a heads up on it.
So he says, it seems to me that if he could have intervened, he would have. There must be some reason he hasn't just burrowed in here yet. I suggest going around and, well, eliminating as many folks as you can in this structure. Probably in the tunnels below as well.
We do have that key. We can start heading up north.
We should probably check that out.
So you guys are going to go back down the stairs the way you came?
I believe so.
Okay. Can you group your tokens for me? The spider tries to, Bitey tries to make friends with one of you guys.
I thought maybe he would come with us.
I mean, he's just a familiar. If he takes damage, he's good. He's gone. Let me take you there. Loading. One second. Okay. Shift ping. Can everybody see their dudes? Can the stream see your dudes? They can. All right. And then I want to switch the music to that. What do you do? You're back in this crypt. The bodies of the slain zombies and bodies of, well, remains of other once living things all around you.
Do I get to say it? To the left. There I go.
You go back down in that door.
Luckily, I already know where we're going, so I don't have to do left every time.
So you're gonna head right back?
Yeah, we're gonna head right back to the bars, which I think are down to our left, but the character's right, and then a little further up.
Yes.
So I'm also gonna use those perception checks for any of those little, like, noodly guys that were on the walls again.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Yeah. I'm still on Zach. Me. Percepcione.
Oh, wait, give me a second. I need to change the lighting. Because these are the same page. There we go. Alright. Dark. Okay. You may proceed. With that 8 perception.
Everything's good. Alright, let's go. Why is everyone so quiet?
So as you step to there, Tadias, I want you to make another perception check.
I will do that.
I'm visiting with the voices in my head.
Alright, you hear a clank, clank, clank coming from your south.
Quiet. I hear 3 clanks. The south.
And then you, with your dark vision, you see emerging from this corner is a figure. It's hard for you to tell exactly what it is, but it looks out and it sees you, and then it quickly retreats, clank, 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 this way. What do you do?
Away. Bonus action, dash after.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative.
I will do that. Woo! Well, I guess my 20 doesn't matter.
All right. So you hear Tadias say that. Illyria, everybody hears Tadias say after him. So, I mean, music. What do you do, Illyria?
Go up to Dadias. Which way?
I point over to the path. I say, left, that way.
So that would be to your east in relation to the map. Yeah, down that way and to the east.
Yeah, it's the first turn on the left once you get like through our left character.
Stage left.
For us. Stage left. I'll tink it for you. It's this way.
Okay, I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ready my bow.
Okay.
Laura's gonna come with me.
You got it.
Hamlet's gonna run forward as far as she can, and if she can't see anything, she'll just ready her cry.
All right. Delia.
Oh god, my turn. Wait, didn't Tobias get a 20?
Yep,
Wait, why didn't you? Did you replace it, or what happened?
I did. Oh, I still had Tobias on my thing. I accidentally rolled Zacharias using mine.
Oh, okay. Then hold on.
As a silly. Is
All
Zach
right.
on there?
He is. He has a
Zach's
1.
11.
Oh, Zach's 11. Why is he?
And I'm 20.
What the heck?
No, what I do is I clicked into the same sheet again. I thought I clicked into my sheet.
Got it.
So I
Okay.
wrote Zach's first.
All right. Then Tobias, it's your turn.
Alright, bonus action day. 5, 10, 15, 1, 20, 30, 34, 45.
All right. So you see
50.
this. Oh, you're not done.
Nope. 55 and 60. Now what do I see?
Okay. You see this guy running, and when you get here, you hear clink. Or you don't hear clinks. You hear what sounds like pickaxe against stone. And a decent amount of it. As this creature is running backwards from you, he calls out and he says, Jareth! Jareth! Intruders! Do you want to do anything, or was that all your action?
I still have an action.
Okay.
If he's yelling intruders, I don't think he's my friend, so I'm gonna throw a dagger at his face.
All right.
Well,
That is a hit. Ah! Okay.
and then while he's reeling from that one, I whip a hand axe at him.
All right. That's a hit.
Oh,
Both well-placed hits kind of dig into this thing's armor and just kind of knock him off balance a little bit. Damn, 11 damage for a hand axe. Perf.
it's because of the max statics and the one I get from my fights.
Yeah. Okay, so you hear that is the end of your turn. So you hear a clank, 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 and coming from it's plate armor moving, and this creature.
Wait, what kind of armor?
Rusty, damaged plate armor.
Damn it!
1, 2. This creature comes out from that hall, holding a great axe, and sees you down there, and is going to hurl a javelin your way.
He may try.
He rolls a 10. Delia.
Okay. I am going to run after Tobias. And this is as far as I can get. I'm a high five hum on the way past her.
I throw up my hand so it hits well.
And then that's it.
Alright, this creature turns around in front of you, Zachariel, and you recognize the face of an orc, but in its eyes are more than orcish fury, but also a hint of intelligence as it runs towards you and is going to attempt to attack you. 23 to hit
That will hit.
for 5 slashing, and he rears up and he's going to attack again for 19.
That will hit until I use my shield. So, now I need.
Are you using it?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull this.
Okay, then you block it, and that is the end of its turn. What's Zachariel gonna do?
Well, Zach's gonna do what he usually does. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, and action dash.
Okay.
30. That's all I can do.
Okay. Let's see here. Deliria, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna follow everyone else. Can I can't get anyone from here, can I?
You can, but they would have quarter cover. Or half cover, because quarter cover is not actually a thing. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt it.
Yeah, half cover. Roll that damage. That is just enough to hit with the half cover. Roll damage. Alright.
I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
Wait, isn't she sharpshooter? Or did we remove that?
Oh! My bad. Well, you would have hit either way. That one misses, though, even with sharpshooter. As it clinks off his armor. What's up?
So I'm wondering, when Valora follows me,
Yeah?
can Hum hitch a ride? Like, we'll stop at Hum quickly?
If you... Sure, you can do that if you spend a bonus action. To have Valora grab Hum by, like, with her mouth by, like, the scruff of, like, her clothing, and then, like, do the thing where it tosses her over her shoulder with her mouth.
Well, I imagine Valora would, kneel down a bit. Just waiting for Hum to say yay and nay.
Well, Hum would have to do it on her turn.
She's got to grab me on her turn.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Hum.
Sure, you can do that.
Hum yells weehoo as she falls on Valora's shoulder.
Alright. Where's Valora gonna end up? Down there? Okay. That's where you are, Hum. And
Wait, that's... Oh, I lost count. Was that 15?
where was she initially? Here?
Yes.
Plenty of movement. Hum. It's your turn.
But I can go there, right? I want to get some cover.
Yes. You are mounted. To dismount, you need to spend 5 feet of your movement.
Okay, she's going to do so, and then she's going to run over here
Okay.
and shoot at whomever.
The one in front of Tadias?
Yes.
Okay. That is a miss, as it clanks against his plate armor. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Tadias.
Let's cut him up. Alright. I guess we will go for this range. Yeah, I'm probably better off using Resurrect. Resurrect.
That's a hit. Describe killing.
Okay, he said in like full plate, and what weapon is he wielding?
A great axe.
I just kind of like cut him just a little bit at the leg and watch him stoop down and then just put the dagger right between his plates into his chest.
Yeah.
Kind of like spin move off of him, juke pass, and just run up on the next guy.
Alright. Holds up his battle axe, or his great axe ready.
And I'm gonna just stab at him as well as yours.
That's a hit. For 9. Okay.
Bonus action, I'm going to drop my beads on the ground right here. I'll draw the box for you.
Okay. Okie dokie.
I do my turn.
Alright, it's his turn, so he's going to attempt to move anyway. So what happens when he tries to move a square?
I believe if he uses half speed, he doesn't have to make the check, but if he moves full speed, he has to make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or he falls prone.
Alright, he is going to attempt to move his full speed. He succeeds to save. He kind of, a little bit, he's going to walk away from you. You can take your attack of opportunity.
I will do so.
By the way, when you get there, you see people that don't look like these ogres, that look like regular folk, kind of just standing there with pickaxes in their hand at what's going on. You miss.
I'm gonna improvise that. I'm trying to get it in, but you're doing your thing.
Okay.
So one more on that. 2 improvise.
That's a critical.
And we'll do 11.
Okay. He gets over to here, and he calls out, "Get drool!" And then he's going to continue going down to here, and he kind of turns back, and he has his great axe kind of threatening these people that you kind of get the impression are innocent. And he says, "Take one more step and I'll cut them down." Oh shit, I deleted Tadias. I didn't mean to delete Tadias. Undo! Undo!
Dead.
Okay.
Instantly gone.
Sorry. And that was his turn. I think I deleted you from the turn order too, so I'm just going to give you that 20 back.
Okay.
I think you're still in the right space. Yeah, you are. Okay.
Huh? I'm in the right space. You're good.
So he stands there. And he's going to take his action to do the dodge action because he's not actually close enough in this moment. So could have done that before, but it doesn't matter. Delia.
Well, I guess I'm gonna move here, and then I don't see anyone,
You do not.
so I'll just move again up more towards Tobias because he's the one in the action, and then let's.
Okay, give me a second. So, Zachariel can act.
Okay. So moving gets him there. I don't think he has anything to do. Let's see. Did Zachariel hear that he was threatening someone?
Probably.
Alright, then he's going to use his action to dash in. So he's going to not do the thing, and he's going to make the check.
Alright.
Game design. So he stumbles a little bit, but he does keep his composure. And with that speed, he should get right up to here. And then he's going to action surge and attack the guy.
Alright.
So, blue. He hasn't done his bonus, so he's going to first try to knock him down with his shield. So he's going to just crack him in the knee.
He is prone.
And then he's going to start dropping the shovel.
Yeah, drop them bombs. That's a hit. 12 bludgeoning. Okay.
If there's any magic stuff, it's magic.
Yep, I know that.
And that misses.
That is a miss, unfortunately. Alright. You hear, Zachariel hears, and Tadias sort of hears from this direction. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, from this direction, hears the loud bang, bang, bang on the door. And you hear one of those creatures, one of those ogres, not ogres, orcs, bellow out, "Joel, get out here and bring your friend!" And then they come out here, and that is their turn. They also take the dodge action because they're sort of getting themselves ready and being ready for hits while they're ready to attack. And I'm going to add due to initiative. So give me a second here. Who goes next? Illyria? It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up as far as I can there.
Okay.
Have Laura come with me. That's as far as I can go.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can't really make any... You don't have line of sight on anybody from there.
Nope.
So that is, unfortunately, your turn. Hum, what do you want to do?
Hum's gonna run up to see if she can see anybody. She sees the guy who's prone.
Yep.
And she is going to throw vicious mockery at him.
Alright.
She's going to tell him that he looks like he's almost dead and he should just lie there still.
All right. You hear just kind of this "Ugh!" escape his lips as you rack his brain with that psychic energy from your insults. But that is it. Tadias. Or is there anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Tadias.
Bonus action dash. So use half speed to get through here. 10, 20, 25, 30, 30. And I'm going to stab at this guy in the ground.
All right.
Advantage. Ooh.
Go ahead and describe killing.
I'm just gonna drop the dagger, and it kind of like nails him in the chest, but doesn't really go in, and then I step on it right afterwards.
All right.
And Helm yells, "Told you so."
And then I put my foot off, and it slides back into my belt with the blood at the end of the round. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to throw my hand axe. I'm gonna move back in order.
All right.
Hoo-yah.
That's a hit. 9 damage. Nice. Anything
My
else?
turn.
All right.
Nope.
Delia.
Okay. So I am going to walk slowly because I am very clumsy over these ball bearings.
She tiptoes over them.
And everyone else here is dead. So
There's this guy over here.
I'm just gonna. Can I see him though?
I think you have enough movement to get out one more square.
She's got 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got 25.
Oh, okay. Then you can see him, but he's gonna have from because of your stature and where you are, he's gonna have 3/4 cover.
Okay, I'm just gonna peek out from this corner here and send some magic missiles at it.
Okay, well that doesn't need attack at all. So go ahead and roll the damage. 11.
I'm gonna go pew pew pew.
They all strike at the same time, so it's more like zoom. But yeah, he takes that hurt. Zachriel.
20, 25. Bonus action, crack him on the head, knock him down.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't mean with advantage. That's just an 8.
You still knock him down.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled a 6. He's down.
Well, let's do it. I'll get the advantage button back on, and we will go and drop this thing.
Miss.
Yeah. And another one.
Hit.
Yeah.
For 9. All right. He stands up, and he's going to try to lay into Zachriel. Oh, wait. He swings his axe. 25 to hit.
That's lovely.
6 slashing, and then he rears up again for 10.
10 will miss, and I will riposte.
All right.
Feels like. Alright, no advantage. Whack him in the face.
That's a hit for 9 plus the superiority die damage.
Yeah, I think he has a button for it.
He does. All right. He is very messed up. And he can actually see through that door, so let me dynamic lighting that away real quick.
Oh, the door's open up here?
Yeah, it is. But what can he see? He sees
Not much.
He sees not much. Actually, give me 1 second. Okay. Yep, he sees in the darkness. So that's his turn, and then an old friend emerges. You hear these loud footsteps, and he can't see anything, so he is going to... He would do this. So Zachariel needs to make me a con save. As that loud screeching sound fillers in his ears. Alright, he saves. So he takes 7 thunder damage. Meanwhile, this guy perishes. And squeezing through this door, kind of like, is this big guy. But he used a lot of his movement and like most of his action to squeeze through the door. So, it is not his turn. Illyria.
Okay, I'm gonna carefully go over by... Then I'm going to... I'm just gonna stay here, because I can't really see what's going on from here.
Okay. Come.
Oh, Valara's coming with me.
You got it.
I'm just gonna daintily walk through the whatever they are, marbles,
Ball
and end up
bearings.
right here. But she can't see anything, so she's gonna ready her cross.
Alright. Tadias, you cannot see it either. What do?
Do I hear it?
Oh yeah, you hear loud footsteps on Earth.
Not for long. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Silence.
Okay. Silence?
Yep.
Okay.
20-foot radius, I believe.
Yes.
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. So draw the...
No, it's actually a sphere.
20-foot radius sphere. So draw the... Well, actually, you can use the fireball token.
Alright. We're pretty much getting just this little part in front of us. And then all the way back into...
We'll make it purpley.
So I think I can get, like, me and Zach in there and, like, most of...
So... Back. So, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, I see. Yes. Good strategy. Anything else? Oh, that's your action.
That's my action. And I haven't used my bonus, but I don't think I have it. Something. Well... Can I redo my movement?
No, because you had to see him to cast that.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, then I'm good.
Alright. Delia.
Okay.
Suddenly the sounds of your allies just kind of cease.
Okay. Am I in the silence right now?
No.
Or just have it. If you can see him and cast through it, but I don't know if you can see it. Can't see if he was the fireball.
So can I see this dude now? Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
He's large.
He's gonna have cover from you, but you can see him.
Alright. More magic missiles it is then.
Alright. Hurt. Oh, you cast it at a higher level. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13. Good damage, as he just kind of... You can't hear what he does. He gives a pained expression. It is Zachariel's turn.
And let's do that bonus action, shove him on the ground. So he's just gonna hit him right in the ding dong.
Alright. It's gonna be disadvantage. So we're taking that. Yeah, because he's a large creature.
Okay.
So at least I think that's the rules. I'll check it later. But he's going to defend. He stays up.
Alright, and then I'm going to make a tripping attack. Let's see if I hit it.
Alright.
Where's the button? Does he have a trip attack there?
Well, first you have to hit.
Oh yeah.
That's a hit. He doesn't have a trip attack button. I just know what it does. So
do you know the saving throw? Because I don't know the number for
it's based on strength. So it's going to be.
So it's 4, 8, 12 plus 3, 15.
Yes. So 15. Roll the superiority die.
Okay.
He fails and he falls. How does he knock him down?
He's just gonna like dig the shovel right into the thigh meat and just try to like shove him down, like actually dig downward into him.
But like, dig downward. So he's gonna try to bring him to a knee.
Yeah, he's shoveling down. Like,
okay, so
shovel downward and in order to dig, he's digging into it.
Oof. So he just kind of like crouches down and kind of like lurches forward a bit, and the kobold is like right in Zachariel's face.
So because he's prone, is the kobold prone as well?
The kobold is prone for the moment.
Can I hit the kobold?
Yeah, you can target him.
I'm gonna smash that kobold.
All right. You do not have advantage on this particular one, though. He's prone for the purposes of a different thing. So go ahead and roll. You can target him.
So I can target him, but I don't have advantage.
Yes.
Even though he's prone. Interesting. Okay.
That is a miss.
12.
Kind of.
So I have my turn.
All right. He is dead. So the kobold stands up, and he is going to. This is the first time he's encountered this, so he attempts to cast something, and it don't work. So he kind of notices this, and then he kind of moves off and into the doorway. And then you hear, or you don't hear it. Nobody hears it. Yeah, nobody hears it. But he kind of flaps his gums. You can't really see him, though, behind the ogre. But that's his turn. The ogre stands up, and without direction just goes for the nearest target, which is Zachariel. Where does she go? You can attempt to hit him with a club. 17. 22.
22 hits.
For 10 bludgeoning. And that's his turn.
And can I riposte on that one miss?
Yes, you can.
Alright. Advantage.
That's a critical hit.
Do some stuff, and because I riposted, I get to add my dice.
Yes,
twice.
you do. So
Alright,
there's
so 2 of these.
15 and 8. It's a solid hit, and it looks like this thing can't take much more. But it is Illyria's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up, see what I can do.
And meanwhile, these people that have been working are just kind of watching in awe at what's happening. You see them just kind of like mouth agape at this sudden incursion.
Okay, I can't really tell with the fireball being there, but I can get him from here.
Yeah, you can.
I guess if I take one step, shoot, and then go back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Actually, and you can stand over his corpse.
He's gone.
So yeah, you could take shots without penalty.
I'm gonna peek out and take 2 shots.
All right. That is a hit. It sinks right into his brain, and he stops moving.
Correction, I will take 1 shot.
Yeah. And he is still just, his whole massive frame is still there, and it's sort of blocking the doorway. Can't really see beyond it.
So Hum's just gonna run forward when she can't see the kobold behind him because he's in the door.
Yeah.
Can she mock the kobold viciously? Or does she have to be able to see him?
You're in silence, so I don't think it can actually...
Oh, damn, I forgot.
Yeah. It means no, like, thundery sounds around us, though.
Yeah.
Can I throw my thunder wave at him?
No.
You gotta cast it with the verbal.
Yeah. Okay, so she's gonna stand there with her crossbow
Is there like an area that she can shoot through to him?
Or is
he like totally covering the door?
He's not totally covering the door, like halfways, but because of Hum's stature, she can't see over him. And she can't hear anything, so she has no reason to... She doesn't know that he's there. And there's no way for her to know. At least until the silence goes away. So... Tadias?
What kind of action is it to pick up Hum?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say object interaction because she's so much more than an object. But it can, you can, I guess at this point I'd just call it an object interaction in terms of game. So.
Alright, so I grab Hum just by the back, like the back of her like clothing, and I kind of like put her under my arm like a football runner, and I kind of just like jump and try to like cut in between the ogre and the other room and squeeze through.
Okay, definitely make a tumble check. Sorry, not a tumble check. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
This is going to be a little difficult.
Oh, I was just trying to shove through. You're like,
oh, you're trying to like shove him like up a bit to get through to the door?
Yeah.
Okay, roll strength. Or athletics.
Just strength check. Oh, athletics. I'm good at that. Do that. Yeah. I was trying to truck him, like actually a football runner through him.
I don't know about that, but alright, yeah, so it's like his it's gonna take like 3 feet for every 1 foot you travel, but you can get through.
Okay. I'll bonus action and then I'll have 60 feet.
Okay.
And that'll get us easily at least to like this edge point. Right?
Yes. Believe so.
Alright, so then I still have an action, so I'm gonna throw some stuff at this kobold.
And Hum's there with you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, I am, and I'm going to use my action.
Did you ready?
I did. I readied my crossbow.
Oh, okay.
That's why I did it, because I heard her say she was reading it.
I see. You saw Hum get her crossbow out. Oh, nice. Go ahead and roll
I'm
that.
also going to use psychic blades too.
Alright.
Bye, kobold.
So that's 6 plus psychic blades, 12.
You throw that twice, yeah.
8. So you get there through the silence and you hear him just going, and you hit him with the psychic bladed crossbow bolt, and just strikes him in the shoulder, and he just goes, "No!" And he just tears start streaming down his face. Tadias, take your turn.
There's a lot of noise. We should stop that.
Shut him up.
Falls over as you slice through his neck, and the dagger returns.
I turn to Hum and I give that like yeah nod.
Hum jumps up and down, clapping.
I end my concentration on the silence and it pops away.
All right. So these people start to sort of walk toward you, and they've been here for a while, and they're kind of just... I'm going to get rid of that. And one of them approaches the party and just says, Are you Way Shields?
This one is, and I point over to Zachary.
I like to imagine Zachary puffs out his chest.
Oh, absolutely. Brown color's all up.
I asked the people, are one of you Aztec?
They say, oh, Asden's in one of his cells. I think they like turn to their companion, and they kind of like sort of like talk in hushed tones. You can tell that they are very used to talking in hushed tones, and you can hear things like, did they get all of them? And they say, be careful, I think there's one more of them, and also everyone above.
About the above. They are actually not with us anymore.
Oh. That's great.
Yes, but I will say you might not be wise to leave this place immediately. There is still a sentry walking about.
They kind of like shrink back.
We need to find a place to store you while we clear the rest of the facility. Any ideas, team?
Yeah. Oh shit, what's his name again?
Illyria, maybe not that one. They might not be able to handle that. I'm thinking we have an ogre-sized door blocker over in this hallway, in a room inside of it.
Are you referring to, crap, wait. Are you referring to here?
I was thinking this room right here.
Okay. As you enter that room...
Kind of blocked.
Let me, give you a better description.
Get here, sorry.
There's a couple doors.
A large well sits in one corner of this room, equipped with a winch and bucket mechanism for fetching water. Doors enter from the north, west, and south of from where you entered. Several dirty straw pallets lie tucked into corners of the room, including one very large, stinking pallet.
So if we check these doors, make sure they're all right, and we leave them here, we might be able to come back after we deal with the land shark, right?
Sounds good to me.
I just feel like Delia's boo might be a little scary for me.
I agree.
Yeah, maybe a little.
So, do we want to check these doors right now, or do we want to move them first?
Let's check the doors before we move them.
Alright,
I'm going to ask these guys, why are they down here?
So, they start to tell you a story that's very familiar to you, how there were residents of Orboro, and they were kidnapped. A couple of them call themselves guards, and eventually you do see, or they also tell a story of how they were forced to mine under the monastery, is what they were doing. This was an older mine that was abandoned a while back, according to their captors, but none of them had ever really heard of it before. And you do find Asden is cooped up. They point you in the direction of here, and you go and explore it, and there are cells that are locked. And
Guys! Over here!
I go towards the noise.
we heard the commotion. And they start to ask if you took care of the their captors. Did you get the big one?
Yes, we did.
Bastard! You like to slap us around.
No, they weren't cultists. I don't get any concordance for that, do I?
Nope.
Yeah, alright.
They're just kind of employed, hired
Sorry,
swords
Zach, trying to give you them points. Right, cool.
How are these locked?
with padlock and chain. And they express that the keys are usually in the possession of one of the orcs.
I kind of dash over real quick and check the orc bodies. Do I find the keys on anyone?
A few minutes later, a few minutes pass, and you do. It is on, it is on the one they called Jirth.
I chuck it to Illyria and I say, I guess we don't have to cut the chain again.
Okay, I start with this one. Unlock it.
All right, so they you start unlocking, and they come out and they thank you heartily.
I'll unlock this one.
This person comes out, and he's a very looks like he was a very strong person. He comes out and he says, "I think I heard my name. I'm Asden."
Ah, yes, Asden. We ran into your son, Renwick, is that?
Renwick, is he all right?
Fine, he's fine. He wanted to come and help, but we thought better he stay with the others.
What do you mean, stay with the others? Where's
The others that we rescued.
He kind of gets this like when you say he freed the town
has been taken back.
Yeah, when you say that, he just kind of like chokes up a bit, and you see his eyes kind of become glossy. He says, "Thank you." And he kind of like wipes his eye, and he walks over here and he says, "They treated us very poorly. Not very much food to eat. We're all very fatigued all the time.
I go open this cage too.
Yeah, the person in there comes out. He says there's a few more of us up that way, and he gestures this way. He says the room there leads north, and there are more of them working on the other side.
Are there more guards with them?
How many did you take out?
We took out 2 orcs, 1 kobold, and 1 giant-looking thing.
Oh, there's probably 1 left then.
1 is doable. We can handle that.
He nods. You can tell that, like, while he's a strong person, he's been without food for a long time. I mean, not a long time. Like, he has not had enough to eat in the past 10 days.
I don't have much on me. We'll have to get him some on the way back to town.
I have 4 rations with me.
I'm saying that in the sense of, like, he is very, like, he looks emaciated, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you all have the strength, I suggest you follow us. We're going to put you in a room for safekeeping while we deal with the rest of the guards at the facility.
They nod and agree, and they follow you into the room.
If you want to take your straw sacks, they might be comfortable.
They kind of, like, you can smell the stench when you're in there, and they kind of, like, no.
I grab, like, the arm of the ogre, and I kind of, like, pull him, like, to where he's cuddling the wall so they can slip by.
All right.
And then I kind of, like, once Dealey gets in, I pull the ogre, so he's kind of, like, obstructing the door a little bit, but they can still get through.
Okay.
All right. Yep. 1 more within these 2 doorways.
What do you? So,
Which one today?
I have a suggestion, and I open the left one.
all right. Give me a second.
But did they say over here?
We're always gonna go left with today.
There's only 1 more, and he's not going past us.
You open the door and up. It was locked, but you had the key, so you unlock the door and you see stairs.
I close the door and I lock it again. Let's check that one real quick. I'm gonna run over. Is this one locked as well?
It is.
All right, I lock it and I check that one. Peek.
You open the door and you see across the hall the similar old bronze door that you pushed open to get into the crypt.
So we know they're not here. All right. So close that one, lock it. Yes, they'll be to the left. Does this door behind me lock?
It does.
I close that and lock that sucker as well.
So you're all locked in here now with Tadias.
Actually, I unlock it, run over, grab the 2 great axes, and kind of throw them in the room to the hefty guy that's kind of emaciated, but better something than nothing. Then locked it.
Okay.
And are we ready to go?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And I start walking this way.
Okay. So you walk up the stairs and it leads you right back to the hall where you fought all of those monks after stepping out of Renwick's room. Do you want to come back up here?
Yes.
Okay, let me move your tokens. Valora is not with me. Oh, crap. There we go. Ooh. Roll 20. You chug. Chug a lug. Okay.
So we make sure the top is good, and then we have to go to that north path, I think. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. We can say hi to our boo again.
Delia just wants to see her boo one more time.
I'm his biggest fan.
Okay. Sunlight.
Is this door lockable?
No.
Alright.
Wait, let me check, actually. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay.
Alright. So we've checked all the way south because those people left us.
Mm-hmm.
North, what is here? There's a staircase.
It leads
You know
down.
this issue?
So this door, you see it. Those stairs lead down to the door. So the temple is lofted, and then it leads down to ground level.
Gotcha. But we haven't checked this one yet, have we?
You have not.
Is it locked?
It is.
Does the key work on it?
It does not.
You want to play?
Let's see if I can get it open.
Go ahead and roll that check.
I was thinking this one.
You pop it right open. Which, well, the one that was locked. The one down there is not locked, which I'm assuming.
Oh, I meant whatever door Tadias.
Yeah.
All right. So let me pop open.
Oh, we found a cultist break room.
Aw,
This large room contains a wooden table with 4 chairs, a small working desk, several macabre wall hangings, and a single... No, it's not macabre. What's this word? I don't know what this word is. Outsourcing help. What does that mean?
Macrame.
What is that?
It's kind of like it's knitting in some way.
It's like the plant hangers. It's using knots to create like hanging wall art and like plant holders.
Got it.
Exactly.
You know, that old 70s style.
Got it.
The best
Several
style.
Macrame.
several macrame wall hangings, and a single pallet on a low stone shelf set up against the west wall. To the north, a barred window looks out over a walled garden.
I think they'd be more comfortable in this room. What do you think?
Are there any snacks?
It looks like a
Checking
cultist
snacks.
break room.
It is super Spartan in here.
Aw, no snack.
Looking out into this garden from the window, you can see more statues like the gargoyles in front of the main shrine temple.
I wonder why it was locked.
Maybe they're just being thorough. After we check the downward path, we should be good to go back downstairs.
Is there anything in the desk here, or is it
Yeah,
just like a
by the
table?
desk, there is a large wooden chest.
Ooh, wait, large one chest.
Can we check it for traps?
Sure. Roll investigation. You are confident that there are no traps.
Okay, I'm getting in it.
All right.
Well, I'm not going to actually step into it. I'm just going to
You open it up, and there is a lot of carnage in here.
Gimme.
Ooh.
A lot of carnage in here. Lots of singles, though. 800 silver in total. And 12 turquoise stones that are wrapped in a swatch of hide of some animal.
Are they just turquoise, or are they?
You look at them and you can tell that they are worth something. You figure about 10 gold.
I stick those in the pack and tell everybody what they are. I found a lot of something. Some turquoise and lots of silver.
I am not against this.
Macrame and turquoise. It's a pretty nice aesthetic.
Yeah, right?
Wonderful taste for a dead man. And I begin walking towards the other door.
Alright, you walk down.
Yep.
This door is
I'm
not...
going to try to sneakily open the door.
Okay,
Get a peek.
You sneakily open the door, and you see the same kind of visage you saw before. A walled garden.
Ah, this leads to the door. Do we want to deal with the gargoyles now?
No, let's go back and find the rest of the prisoners.
Well, they won't probably move. Yeah, you're right. I close the door.
So you guys set to work on bringing them up.
Yeah, sounds like we're going.
When you get back down, they say they're all kind of like. Asden kind of shakes his head and says, "Are you going to?" Actually, no. You get down. Oh wait, you locked the doors, didn't you?
We locked the top and the bottom one, not the left one.
Right. You get down, and Asden kind of like approaches you, and he says, "Aren't you going to save the rest?"
We are making sure that no one will attack you here.
He nods, and you hear a faint clinking sound, the same kind of sound as oh my god, pickaxe on stone.
Speak of the devil.
What do you do?
Let's go free these last people.
Agreed. Do my thing. There's.
So we're gonna make this quick. So you guys get there, and go ahead and just move your tokens.
We're going all the way to that like barred area.
Oh wait, no. He was gesturing that way.
Oh, okay.
So actually, give me a second. Don't move. This is irritating. Oh well. He was gesturing to the east side.
The east?
Yeah.
Alright. We'll go to the east. And can I do a perception check for those weird slimy guys again?
You don't have to. You don't detect any.
Okay.
So this guy kind of rounds the corner. There's no way you can't win. So describe to me. Just give me a quick little sentence of how each of you contribute to this guy's demise.
Who would like to go first?
He kind of goes, "Ugh!" And he like just kind of starts charging towards you with his great axe.
I'm gonna like do that little scissor takedown thing where you intertwine your legs and they fall on the ground. And then I'm just gonna hold his arm and I'm just gonna lay there with my other arm just holding my chin up like Burt Reynolds pose, and I'm gonna look up at my party and let them do whatever they want to.
Hum is just going to mock him viciously, telling him the story of how she killed each and every one of his friends and how he was going to die.
Not Jirth, he was my world.
Yeah, Jirth got it right in the face. We just kind of slowly dug his dagger into his face and carved out his eyeballs.
And Delia will send icicles at him.
Ray of Frost.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just gonna shoot an arrow.
So he just
Pretty
kind
much between the eyes.
You finish him off. And several people start to come out, and these folk look much more... They look like they definitely weren't part of the militia. And they just kind of like come out of these caverns holding pickaxes, and they kind of ask you the same thing: where are you from? What happened? Did you take care of all of them?
We give the same answers.
Okay.
We ask if there's any more that way.
They shake their head.
All right, best you get with the other ones. We are trying to break you out of here, but we're not sure it's safe yet.
All right. So, are you gonna set them up in that nice room you found?
I think they'd be more comfortable in a nice room. We know it's clear, right? Do you want to take them to macrame?
That'd be a good
Let's-
idea.
It's kind of smaller, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't smell like orc and ogre pee.
That's true.
Okay, so you do that, And in the time it takes to do that, nothing really happens. Do you want to be back on the top level, or are you going to go? Where are you going to go after that?
I think we're going for the strange key in the bars. Does everyone agree with that, or do we have another idea?
I think that's a good idea.
So
Okay.
I'm going to go for that area. Do you want to jump us there, or do you want us to just start moving that way?
I will jump you there. There's a dead end there, Lyria.
That's where they're doing the mining.
Yeah. So let me jump your dudes. Sorry, I'm doing it one at a time so that... Or not one at a time, but like slowly at a time so that you don't see something you're not supposed to. Wow. Alright. It was not there anymore. Portcullis. Tadias. When you use the key, when you put it in the hole and then you kind of like figure out its mechanism and give the turn, the key turns to dust.
That's not good.
Strange. Do the bars move at all or no?
They do not.
Do you want to give it a try?
I can try. I hope my thieves' tools don't turn to dust.
Oh, you're going to use your thieves' tools?
Yes. Tobias just asked me, so I am going to try.
I'm asking if you think you don't have to.
I think I'm going to try.
All right.
But I hope they don't turn to dust.
So, with that check, you were unable to pierce the mechanism for this. However, what I was going to do is have you break that set. But you kind of like, you're in there, and you kind of feel like a tug that isn't right. You feel like there's this leverage going on with the part of the tools that's like the long proby thing. You feel like this weird leverage, and you're like, that's not right. If I move this anymore, it's going to snap. So you draw it away.
It's not going to work today. Sorry.
That's fine. Do we think we deal with that monster now? Or do we leave that by be?
I still vote for let sleeping dogs lie.
Then all that's left is the gargoyles and the men parading around the establishment. Do we take out the sentry and then try to get everyone out of here?
I think that is our best bet. I don't want to fight a big, ugly thing. We've done enough of that tonight.
Well, we have to fight an ugly bullet, but aside from that, we should be done.
Bullet.
You saw what that bullet could do. We cannot bring those people with us if it's still about.
Do we think we should take a long rest before we do that? Should we sleep and rest up so that we're at full strength for it?
I don't believe he can get in. That's what, your boo mentioned. I looked at Elia. So,
Well,
would we like just rest with everybody, pass around some awful brandy, and just enjoy in 8 hours?
So, it has not been enough time to where if you take 8 hours now, you'll get the benefits of a long rest. So you're just going to have to hang. You'll have to hang out here for the rest of the day and then sleep through the night.
Really? When's the last time we got a rest?
Well, you got here at like noon, and it's only been about an hour or two. It's still early in the day. Afternoon.
Well, should we clear the garden and then rest for the night?
As long as you think we can handle it.
Well, the bullet could break into us if we're out there.
Well, you did say the bullet at least is reluctant to get into the temple, so the temple would be the safest part for us.
We dealt with all the intelligent creatures that could come in. So if we just lock ourselves up with the macrame team, wait out the rest of the day, get a nice rest, and then plan an escape way out, that could be our play.
Hey, Zachriel, what do you think about using rations to make a nice meal for this?
I wonder if they have a kitchen. They had a brewery. Maybe they have a kitchen.
That's something we could ask Delia's Boo.
We could. If he's been in that room, though, would he have known?
He had cookbooks.
I mean, there's stone floor. We can always set a fire anywhere. Zachariel can mold the earth intentionally. If we go outside. If you feel that we need the rest, then we will take the rest.
A long rest would be nice.
Alright, let's put it to a vote. Who votes for a long rest? Raise your hands. Who raises their hands?
Delia raises her hand.
Raises her hand.
Valeria raises her hand.
I feel like I want
Valor.
to petition Justin real quick.
Does Valora raise her paw?
Yeah, she's gonna raise her paw.
I think that is easily enough for consensus. So, I don't know if you want to, quick play it, but I think we're just going to hang out with the crew, tell them about what's going on, wait it out, find some time to rest, have them watch out while we get the rest, then get on this bright and early in the morning.
See if Zachriel can make them a decent meal.
I feel like Valora's doing her cleaning with her paw, kind of like when you're at an auction. When you go and
bid too much.
No, when you go and like scratch your nose, you think you bid.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you guys... Well, there's only one way to get back to the top. So, when you guys exit the stairway... moving tokens. You see some dudes, but let me get you there. You can tell it once you get up here that you haven't actually taken out everyone in the building proper. And then dynamic lighting, global illumination. Okay. Let me shift ping y'all.
They're like rats. They're everywhere.
Shift ping. You see these guys as you kind of exit, and they
ran south to avoid us, right?
What?
Were these the two that ran south out of the door when we came out of the main room?
You don't know because of the masks, but you see them enter this room as they see you come up, and they're like and they come into this room, closing the door behind them. Do you pursue?
Yeah, bonus action.
Yeah.
All right.
What are these red marks?
It's the corpses. I was getting annoyed with the tokens.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so, Tadias, you get to hear, and then I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Okay. Me, initiative. I get to do things, woo.
Come on, bro. Okay. Wow, everybody rolled really low. What's Zachriel doing?
I rolled a 17.
Did it not edit your initiative?
I am not doing that.
Well, here. Make sure your initiative's correct. Real quick.
It might be because I'm hopping between sheets.
Oh, yeah, you rolled... No, yeah. Something weird happened. Alright, let me fix
I'm
that.
grabbing the other token when I'm rolling it.
Tadias, you are first.
Alright, cool. So, they went to which door?
The one directly south of you.
Alright. I'm gonna try to open the door. Does it open?
Door opens.
Who do I see?
You see one gentleman, and you're going to take an attack. But it's not at advantage because you're not surprised or anything. So you're just going to get. He's going to try to give you a quick jab. 14 misses.
Was that just it, or did the other one have one as well?
Well, the door opens in, so it's only one dude.
All right, so I only see this one right here then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move in.
All right. The other one's going to attack you too.
Yep. I didn't see
Natural one.
What? All right. For funsies, I'm gonna make an unarmed / improvised attack with the door against this one's face.
Perfect.
So let's roll that. Improvised weapon.
That's a miss. Kind of just puts his hand in front of him.
Oh, improvised. So I'll pull it back and do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a hit, just enough to hit. So you pull it back, and he's just like takes a guard stance, but he's not expecting the door again, and you just whap him right in the face.
Whap him right in the face. Then I'm
Nose
going
bleeding.
to move. Actually, I'm going to grapple this guy with my bonus action.
He's bruised.
I'm going to make an athletics check.
All right. 13 versus his. He's going to try to squirrel his way out, and he does not. You catch his robes firm.
How do you not get opportunity attacks? You bring him with you. I'm dragging him into the middle of the room.
All right. Let me describe this room for you real quick.
All right.
Writing desks stand beneath the windows of this large workroom. Dusty tomes, stacks of parchment, and pots of ink clutter each desk. That's it.
Neat.
Anything else?
And then I'm going to headbutt him with his friend.
Do you have... Oh, you used improvised. Yes, go ahead.
I have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So, improvise, and that's going to miss, so you can't use another improvise. I can only use once around.
All right, then that is it.
So yeah, I have 1 grappled. This one's still loose.
They're both going to lay into you. You're going to take 4 attacks.
Okay.
15, 7, 20.
I will use another shield.
Okay, for 8 bludgeoning.
Down to 0.
And 14.
Alright, so I'm safe on all this.
Helenrae. From where you are standing, you can certainly see the dude that Tadias is grappling.
I'll shoot an arrow at it.
Alright. Damn, she doesn't care about these guys at all. She called him an it. That's a hit. You hit the it, and you slay the it.
Oh, he was fun, and let him go.
He just slumps to the ground. Anything else?
Was that just those 2?
That's all you see right now, yeah? You also see the other guy.
The one that's there? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you see a piece of him, you can hit him. Your sharpshooter.
Yep. Okay. Gonna hit.
Okay. That's a hit. Very solid 17 damage.
Yikesies.
Yeah, he's bleeding profusely. Alright. Delia.
Okay. I can get here. And I guess I will try a firebolt at this dude.
Alright. That is a... wow. How did you get... Oh, yeah, because 2d10s. You immolate him. He just goes up in flames.
I put him out with the chair.
You put him out with the chair.
I'm gonna, like, blow my finger. I had smoke coming out.
No, I almost got it. I keep smashing him with it. No, I swear, I got it.
The chair just kind of breaks. In addition...
Damn.
Oh, okay. No, okay, yeah, that's it. So you're in the room, Tadias, and you look around and you see, bookshelves full of parchment and stuff. And you look at one of the shelves, and nowhere else in this room contains an urn. There's an urn sitting on the shelf.
Does it look magical in any way?
Do you approach it and inspect it?
I could do that. I will tentatively scoot my boots over this way.
So
Try to give it a little
you
look.
do notice that you kind of inspect it, and you can tell that this thing is magical. You're not
Does it
sure
look
how it's
like
magical.
The containers that they use to carry the water elementals, but for the earth people?
It is not. It looks like a mundane urn, but you can tell there's something cast upon it.
Delia, there's a spell or something magical on this urn. Do you have any ideas?
Well, normally I'd be able to dispel it, but I don't have that spell prepared today.
Do we take it with or do we leave it?
Do you
Do you think
Can I use my dispel magic on it?
if you haven't spent it, yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna cast my dispel magic on it.
Okay. Where's Zachariel? Is he still out there, or do you think he
He's right here. He probably ran up after the initiative dropped.
Alright, excellent. Everybody make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, fun. Normal check.
Oh no.
Normal check. No, that's not. And Zachy boy. His is +2, so that means it's a 4.
Alright, so Hum and Illyria, you managed to close your eyes.
The first one is Illyria. The second one is Blora.
Oh, okay. Valora hides her face. Illyria, you take this effect, which isn't that bad. But as soon as you cast Dispel Magic on this Hum, the urn bursts open, and you see this sort of sandy, gritty dust just sort of erupt from it. And you hear a groaning sound. It just kind of like fills the room with this sand. And everyone who failed the dex save, it was DC 15, you're blinded as the sand just sort of like gets into your eyes, and you start blinking it out, trying to rub it out as this sand circles around you, and then it just kind of circles around the room. We'll make sure that circles around the room, and then just kind of leaves through the door. And
Wow.
please roll a perception check. Nope. The minute passes, and you are able to get all the crap out of your eye. Very irritating.
So we have to actually wait a minute. Alright, so perception. And that.
Wow, Zachariel heard it. Zachariel's the only one who heard it. So I'll tell him that later, and he can tell you what he heard
Sounds good.
next time we play.
Perfect.
So, nice session, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for not critting me 4 times.
I didn't mean to the last time. The game, the game I played on Fridays after, my character got insta-gibbed. Hold
dude.
person and then 3 crits from this super strong dude. And I was just like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. So, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.